We are the New York Knicks. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Well, just like that, look who's back in the mix. Straight out of New York City, it's the red hot Knicks. And nothing's gonna stop us from hanging a banner. Not the Hawks, Heat, or even Indiana. It's the Knicks, back on pace, back in the chase. That's right, the 8th seed in the thick of the race. And while you try and react to the
guys, ladies as well. It's been a roller coaster of a season, right? It's been a roller coaster of the season. Let me just get my settings right here. Oh. But now we're exactly where we want to be. Mitchell Robinson is coming back. One of the most dominant offensive rebounders in the whole entire NBA since he's been on the Knicks. This year, he was averaging a career high. I had it up. I don't know why it got taken down. I'm pretty sure he was averaging 5.3 offensive rebounds per game. So let me just get that right back up before I blabber away some stats that aren't even true. 5.3 offensive rebounds per game, 5 defensive rebounds per game, averaging a career high 10 rebounds per game, averaging 1.3 blocks, 29 minutes, 59% from the field. Just a force on the defensive end and somebody who has become the anchor of this Knicks defense. And if you guys remember, when Mitchell Robinson first came to this team, it was like seeing a deer with no headlights. He was just running, falling, still falling nowadays, but running, fouling, falling, dunking. Nothing really good was coming out of Mitchell Robinson in his early days. And honestly, me personally, I questioned like his commitment to the game. And it seems like since Thibodeau got hold of this team, that there has been a lot of good things that we have seen from Mitch. Not only has he anchored this team, he seems fucking, let's go, Eric. He seems very committed to the team. He seems very committed to getting better off the court and on the court. He signed his contract, I believe, last season, and he's produced when he's on the floor. So we got one out of the 3 back in Randall, Mitch, and OG, right? I know everybody's awfully excited. I know my partner in crime right here. He's in the background. He's had a Mitch jersey. I don't know if that might be his only jersey he owns.
No.
Okay, well, he's got his Mitch jersey out today, and everybody else in Knicks Nation should also have their Mitch jerseys out.
Yo, I just looked up a little fun fact that we probably forgot about. Mitchell Robinson was coached by David Fizdale at Fornesec. People got to remember that. He was here for both of those.
Well, people don't understand as well, like basketball players. I'm sorry, not basketball players, but people like us and people like you, Vin. We don't understand, like, when you have a committed coach and you have a committed organization, like everything just trickles down to that court. So once Thibodeau came into play and there was a solid core, and obviously there's some longevity here in terms of, from upstairs all the way down, everything just comes to fruition. Mitch just had some unfortunate injuries, and you listen to him talk in his interviews this season since he's got injured, and he just talks about like he literally has done everything he can do to try to stay on the court, and it's just shit happens, man. And I do say at 7 foot, like you're just not meant to be that fucking tall. So obviously Mitch kind of falls in that category, and especially just him falling constantly during the games. He really does fall in that category, but all of his injuries really have been unlucky. And for all you Thibodeau haters, yeah, it has nothing to do with Thibodeau playing anybody a lot of minutes. Mitchell obviously doesn't fall in that category. Yeah, I'm fucking hyped, Vin. How do you feel just about Mitch being back?
On the investigative, reporting end, I want to, we're talking about how we were talking about this on the last stream, when guys come back, like dudes like OG, he'll fit directly in, right? He doesn't demand the ball a lot. Dudes like Julius, obviously, There's going to be, if and when he comes back, there's going to be an adjustment period. But this guy, Mitchell Robinson, we've seen him come in at different weights often. We've seen his weight fluctuate every time he gets injured. He looks a little bigger, and then he loses it. He gets back in hoop shape. This time, though, my opinion, I don't think we got to worry about it. He's been living with his coach.
Yeah. Oh,
He's been living with his coach, man.
Forgot about that story.
Was it his high school coach, college coach, whatever it was? So he's got a man who taught him basketball in the house with him through this injury. And you gotta believe that they were doing some rehab together, right? He was, getting him to put up shots, doing stuff what he could do.
I'm sure his mind was still in the game, maybe the body wasn't there, obviously. He had to rehab and just go through all the regular steps of coming back from any kind of injury, but his mind was on the team. And let's not I don't want to make it seem like it's not a big deal, because to me, it kind of is. You're making millions of dollars, somebody like Mitch, and he's been a starter on this team for how many years? He's been, I'm correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's the longest tenured Knick. Knicks will be 2026 NBA champs. What's good, man? And he's just coming back tonight, and he's just taking a backseat to Hartenstein. And I give him a lot of credit for that, for just willingly accept. I think it was bound to happen anyway, just because of the way the offense has and the team has been playing since Mitch has been out. But, I'm sure Mitch could have caused some fucking internal issues if he wanted to, because he's been the guy starting for years, and he'll gladly be that guy.
For those who don't know, if you're not in tune with the Twitter news and all that, Mitch had responded to one of the content, I forget who it is, one of the content creators posts saying he has no problem coming off the bench. And then I think he added, maybe I'll be able to show you guys what I'm able to do if I come off the bench. So,
yeah, I mean, we all see Mitch during his summer workouts or during the season. He showed these brights of, these lapses of play when he decides to just cross somebody over, Euro step, dunk somebody. It's always fun to see. My favorite time of the year is sometimes the summer, when I get to see Mitch Robin summer LA Fitness compilation run, and it's him just destroying kids 2 feet under. That's always fun.
Yo, I want to get into a little debate with you or anybody in the chat, right? Do you believe Isaiah Hartenstein is actually better than Mitchell Robinson? Because I got a real beautiful rebuttal.
I just think, as for what the Knicks need, Isaiah Hartenstein kind of just fits the mold. We have guys now that are just willing passers, willing cutters, just willing to play winning basketball. And I'm not saying that Mitchell Robinson doesn't play winning basketball, but it's such a fucking advantage when you got a guy in Hartenstein that's able to just facilitate. You could legit run the offense through him for minutes at a time, and he always will make the right play. So it's not even about putting the ball in the basket. It's about, if he catches, maybe it's a swing, like a swing pass, or maybe it's a fucking handoff and him setting a really good screen, or maybe it's just a fucking bounce pass to the corner that gets to another spot. So it's not always about leading to the basket. It could be the next pass that's leading to it, but Isaiah Hartenstein always is a reciprocate. What's the word here?
There we go.
Reciprocate of a basket.
Well, here's my rebuttal. My rebuttal is, I think what that is, and what a lot of people are experiencing, is that they truly forget what this team looked like with Mitchell Robinson on the floor, because it's been 50 games. And if you were to go back and watch tape on what this team looked like with Mitchell Robinson, we were blowing out top-seeded teams. We were beating top-seeded teams by a good amount of points, right? Even with RJ and shit, even when we had Quickly and RJ. And mind you, Mitchell hasn't gotten to play with these guys yet. But even with Mitchell, even with RJ and Quickly, we were beating teams that we probably weren't supposed to be, right? And I think what you're experiencing and a lot of the fans are experiencing is you just don't remember.
Hey, I can't fucking wait to see Mitch, OG, Josh, just everywhere on the defensive side of the ball. Imagine OG Anunoby guarding somebody, and then knowing Mitchell Robinson is behind him, you could just play extra aggressive.
Who is the more dominant rebounder
between who?
Our centers, Harten and Mitch.
Man, they're so. Yo, I just
come on. Who's the more dominant rebounder, and you're gonna
It's Mitch. Yeah, it's
right.
it's Mitch.
We're
It's definitely
even
Mitch.
you started the show with offensive rebound stats, man.
Isaiah Hartenstein is a fucking great rebounder
Where's
as
he at in
well.
offensive stats? Have you looked that up? Because
Offensive rebound.
you guys got to remember, 5 offensive rebounds is 5 second chance opportunities, man. Like we forget how easy we forget.
Yeah, I think
What's up,
Thibodeau is
Eugenio?
really Eugenio, I think if you got the flag, I believe yours was delivered today, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen something. Isaiah Hartenstein is averaging 8.5 rebounds a game. He's averaging 3 offensive rebounds a game, which is, I don't know. Thibodeau must be like a center. I'm pretty sure like Thibodeau is like a center guru. Like between Hartenstein, Mitch, and Precious, like this, bro. Imagine like going into the playoffs and having to go up against fucking those 3 for 48 fucking minutes. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if the Knicks get matched up, like if it's Boston, if it's the Bucks, anybody, you got to literally go through hell to get into the paint against this team. That's why we always see teams against us. What are they doing well? If there's anything that they're doing well on the opposite side of the ball, it's usually shooting threes. Thibodeau is a man of Thibodeau has always been a proponent of protecting the paint before everything else.
Ange, can we talk about the Knicks schedule and what this team looks like now with Mitchell Robinson healthy? And because I was looking at it last night, and
Let's go through it.
So last night, Mitch wasn't playing today, right? So there were still some teams I was worried about. We got the Raptors, Spurs, right? And then right after that, we got the Thunder, the Heat, the Kings, Bulls, Bucks, Bulls, Celtics, Nets, Bulls. And then we're in the playoffs. So like we got a bumpy road ahead of us, man. There's some talent down the road.
Raptors,
we're going to be playing DeMar
Spurs.
DeRozan 3 times before the season ends, you know?
We played the Bulls 3 times before the season
ends. Before the season ends with 10 games left, 11 games left, whatever it is.
Hey, Eugenio, I hope you enjoyed that flag. If you can, we would greatly appreciate you posting it on social and tagging us. We want to show that product off way more. That's why we sent you that one. We think that fucking flag is so fucking cool. And it's just one of those products where like you have to see it in order to like really want it or like it or something of that. But yeah, let's go through the schedule right now. Raptors, Spurs, Thunder, Heat, Kings, Bulls, Bucks, Bulls, Celtics, Nets, Bulls. That's a little tough schedule going into the end of the season.
The point I was trying to make is that I'm less afraid now. Like, not to say I was ever afraid, but now that Mitch is, we have our real centers back. Precious is going to go down to 20 minutes, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Precious is definitely going to go.
Precious doesn't need to play center minutes anymore.
No, he can play backup power forward. Easy. Wow, I didn't know we played the Bulls 3 times. They always give us a tough issue. We play tonight. Obviously, RJ and Quickly are not playing, so that should be an easy win.
You want? Let me. I'm gonna tell you what teams I think we beat. We beat the Raptors. We beat the Spurs. I think we lose to the Thunder. We beat the Heat. We beat the Kings. We beat the Bulls 2 out of the 3. I think we lose to the Bucks. We beat the Nets. We beat the Celtics, or we lose.
Do
to
we
the
get?
Celtics.
Vin, we're at 42 wins right now. With
I think we need to win out. No.
No. We're at 42 wins right now. How many games do they have left exactly?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They're 43 wins.
11 games left.
Okay. Are they getting to 50 wins?
I don't think so. I think we'll get to 49.
Oh, one short. Chat. What do you guys think? Are the Knicks getting to 50 wins or not?
I think we're 1 short. Listen, hear me out one more time. We beat the Raptors. We beat the Spurs. We lose to the Thunder. We beat the Heat. We beat the Kings. We beat the Bulls. We lose to the Bucks. We lose to the Bulls. We lose to the Celtics. We beat Nets.
That's
we beat
50.
Bulls in the final. All right, so
that's 51.
All right. So best case scenario, 51 for me. There's some in there that we can lose. We can lose 2 out of 3 with the Bulls, you know. And who knows? Maybe OG. Listen, this can all change. My whole perspective can change if tomorrow OG's announced he's coming back, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think OG's coming. I mean, let me look at the schedule again. I just like those are all tough games for him to come back from because he's got a guard. He's got a guard, bro. He's not coming back against the Spurs. He's definitely not coming back against the Thunder. Why the fuck would anybody come back against the Heat? The Kings are fucking tough. Bulls, he's got to guard the. I don't know. It doesn't. You know what? Every game he guards the best player anyway. So whenever that elbow decides to
Listen,
just
I
calm the
don't
fuck
want to.
down,
What you just basically said is you're trying to have him come back on an easy game.
it's
Fuck
not gonna
out of
happen.
here. You need to get thrown in the fire again, bro. Playoffs right around the corner. 2 weeks. What is it?
Okay, all right, Vin. So let's just say OG he wants to come back and play the last 5 games.
I'll tell you what those.
Do you
matchups
prefer?
are.
But do you prefer it to where he kind of gets some momentum going into the playoffs, or are you of the proponent of let's get
No,
him?
I need
healthy?
him. I need him fluid in the playoffs, bro. I need him back to the way he came when he got here.
So you want him to play? You want him to get some play in?
That motherfucker should be on the court today. It's my opinion, but you know, it's I don't get paid the big bucks to make
Well, yeah,
those decisions.
I think there's a couple of things at play. I think OG is not the type of guy that's gonna like push through and play through injury. I mean, the guy did get surgery, so I'm sure it fucking was hurting him. But I don't think he wants to come back at 70. I mean, listen, I don't even know if he's coming back at 100% regardless, but I don't think he's like the kind of guy to like push it and play at like 70% when he could get to like 85 if he misses another 3 games. So I don't know.
No, here's the thing, man. We need everybody on the Knicks roster that can come back to come back as soon as possible. That's the reality. Because think about the teams we're playing. They're going bull to the bullheaded. We can't be figuring it out in the playoffs, is what I'm saying. So Julius Randle, if you're coming back, you got to get here. And if you're not, like, you need to just like.
For everybody that don't know, Julius Randle at one point in this recovery was ahead of OG and Mitchell Robinson for a good amount of time and just never got cleared for contact. And everybody obviously leapfrogged him. So there's something to be said there in terms of Randle just being way ahead. And now he's not even close. It doesn't seem like he's close to coming back. No updates. So that's something that needs to be addressed. I'm kind of just annoyed at the whole situation in general. If he ain't fucking coming back, fucking tell us. If he's coming back, fucking tell us. I'm like, you're just leaving the fans.
Yeah, but Ange,
man.
Listen, you got to think about the mentality though, right? Let's say he's not coming back. Think about the organization. Do they really want to leak that? You know, or if he's not in the situation, he's not coming back, or other teams thinking he's coming back, planning for him. Like,
yeah,
it's got to be chess in a sense. If he's not, right? If he's not coming back and they're not announcing it, there's some sort of chess being played. There's got to be, right?
Yeah, if it is, it's fucking still corny though. Just announce it. Like, what are we doing? Like, if he's on the court or not on the court, what are we playing? Chess? Oh, if you think that teams are game planning for Julius Randle, even like for the playoffs right now? I guess that's the whole chess match of it, right? Like, what else is what else is there to not announce?
Oh, they want us in the comments. Let's see.
Go ahead.
If we get 50 wins without 3 of 5, we're starting 5. Yeah.
Hey, listen. There's like so much to be said for this team. Like, this team has overachieved by like at least like 5 to 7 games, I want to say. Like, you got a Dante DiVincenzo 40 piece. You've gotten 5 or 6 or 7 Josh Hart triple doubles.
We got to be realistic, right? You got Dante DiVincenzo, who's been underperforming for a minute, and then pops out and has his 11th. You know, so like you can't put your chips into Dante DiVincenzo killing it in the playoffs. Dante DiVincenzo wasn't even like in the rotation really. He got like 5 points a game when he did get with the Bucks or whatever. You know?
No, but I'm just saying, like, this team in general, like all the shit that they went through during the season, and they're fucking gonna get 50 wins, bro. Like, bro, we haven't had Randall for how many games? We haven't had Mitch for how many games? We haven't had OG for how many games? This is the Jalen Brunson fucking show, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, Eugenio says Mitch needs to play every game, get those lungs in shape. I agree, and I think he is. As long as he can, he will. If New York can get 50 wins with all the injuries it has, there's no reason to believe they can't win.
I like this guy.
65 in a full season. I agree. I think
like
that
this guy.
I think we could have been placed in the first seed, even with my, my bias. I think if this team was healthy all year, we would have been contending with the Celtics for the first seed. What do you think about that?
This is, I mean, I can't imagine how much, bro, how fucking good were they in January? They were literally wiping teams out with OG. This starting lineup was Jalen, Dante, OG, Randall, Hartenstein. That team was the fucking best team in the NBA for a whole month, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what?
Jay, you know some shit? It's chess. Keep it hush.
Yeah, Jay knows.
Let us know if you know some shit. If he isn't coming back, trade him. Him 5 firsts for Embiid gives us. I want to stay away from Embiid too, personally. Injury prone is.
Yeah, I'm scared of
and
those.
It's like we're like, no, we got Mitch. Like this whole live show is about Mitch and iHeart, but now we're in here like, bring over Embiid. Fuck those two. I don't think we could do that today. Keep opponents in the dark. Ain't nothing to be said. Randall injury is different. We don't expect him back until playoff. He off to heal that shoulder proper. He is a physical player. He needs a shoulder. Agree. He is a arm down, attack the fucking basket kind of guy. So,
but Vin, the shoulder that's hurt is not a shooting shoulder. I'm just saying.
But listen, that takes away half of his bag. If he can't,
it definitely fucking affects him because even if you're going up on a layup on your
boxing
strong
out
side,
for rebounds, bumping with the other shoulder, using the ball in the backhand, like you need it.
Yeah, if you're using the ball on your strong side and you're going for a layup, you're technically using your off shoulder to get space.
He's not going to turn into a spot up shooter. There'll be like we're not going to do that.
I mean, according to Kaiden, he's been shooting a lot of jump shots. Kaiden Randall.
Randall's mystery is so frustrating. We deserve to know. I agree.
You see, Vin?
Randall can still run on a bum shoulder. He doesn't need cardio games.
So, Vin, would you rather Randall?
No, because he's going to – I know what you're going to ask. Would I rather a hurt Randall or no Randall at all, right?
Or 100% Precious? Because you're going to lose a lot of Precious if Randall comes back.
So the way I'm looking at the team is structured, I don't think we're as dependent on Julius Randle to score and be a playmaker as we used to be. I think with OG healthy, we make up for those Randle threes and buckets. I think this team could make this is going to sound crazy. I think this team can make a championship run without Julius Randle. I would rather, because a hurt Julius Randle will look just like the previous playoff Julius Randles we've seen, if not worse. And he will also demand the ball because he's out there. So, I would rather no Julius Randle than anything but 100% Julius Randle.
See, I'm a believer in everything you said. I'm a Randall fan to the core of me, but as I've spoken about recently, like the formula that this team has now, it doesn't fit what Julius Randle gave us before the injury. And the way this team looks now, it's a beautiful game of basketball to watch every day. They're going to give 100% effort on the defensive end. Randall, we've seen at times kind of fucking trot down the court at certain points. So we do get those lapses from him. Randall comes back. You know what happens? He demands the ball. Randall is the type of guy he wants his respect from the league. So Randall coming back and demanding the basketball, that changes the formula of what we have had since he's been out. And what we have had since we've been out is winning championship basketball. This team,
Jay, let's move on to the next one. We got a lot coming in. We got to
go ahead.
We'll probably skip back to that topic. Dante will win us a game in the playoff. Stamp that. Yes, I believe. So you remember when the Heat were playing us and like Max Strus and these whoever guys were just getting threes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got ours. I think that's
hot take. Bogdanovich wins us a game in the playoffs.
Yeah,
fucking take, bro.
Yeah, I could see Bogey going real hot.
Then fourth quarter, just fucking throwing missiles at the basket. He's going to hit a few.
I think bringing back OG when the playoff starts is okay with me. He will adapt much better than Randall. Needs games to get acclimated to the team, and he needs to be 100% healthy or he will hurt us. Agreed. We've been kind of preaching the same thing throughout these streams that OG is a plug-and-play guy. Like, he knows what to do. He doesn't demand the ball a lot. Won't stop the offense.
Yeah, it's always good to have those kind of players that like just could figure out a way of how to impact the basketball game without demanding the basketball. And OG's just the perfect fit for that.
Thank you, Eugenio. Yeah. If he isn't back for the playoffs, we're easily second round exit again. We fucking need him.
I I think that's kind of where we stand. Like, I mean, let's be realistic, guys. Let's be realistic. Are we winning an NBA Finals this season? Let's fucking be realistic right now.
If without, no, not without a fully healthy team.
Okay, so like the realistic part of us Knicks fans should think Eastern Conference Finals might even be overachieving. It really depends. We could get fucking hot.
Yeah, we're sitting here talking like as if Julius is not coming back, which we don't know. We're saying hypotheticals that we do not know. So it's like, if we're saying for this hypothetical he's not here, then yes, we need him, or it's a second round, probably a second round exit. No rush in trading Randall off emotion when he has such great contract value. Great value contract.
No rush in trading Randall off emotion when he has had yeah, I think the Knicks have some tough decisions to make this summer, but not even about Randall. I think they got tough decisions to make with Mitchell Robinson. I think they got decisions to make with Hartenstein. I think they got decisions to make with Achua. So there's a lot of decisions to be made, and you want to fucking get the value out of Jalen Brunson's contract, you got to make moves every summer, and this is going to be one of those summers. John Candy, thank you for the 99-cent super chat. I don't know why you have Candace Parker as your profile picture, but shout out to you.
We're skimming a lot of these comments are like the same kind of premise we're talking about here. I like this one. Eugenio says all about JB regardless. Don't care who's back. Bubble wrap him now. Make sure he's safe everywhere. I mean, how much safer could the guy get when refs don't, refs don't do their job for him?
Mm-hmm. It's so weird to me that like refs haven't given JB his respect yet. It's just like the first time when you have like a player come to New York that like came here and wasn't a superstar and became a megastar in less than a year. You would think that like refs would favor that. New York, Knicks, big market, just underdog type of team. Like everything just makes sense in terms of why we should get the fair shake on most of these calls. What the fuck's going on?
I think I figured out what the actual problem is. So after Adam Silver had that meeting about it being an offensive league, we need to add defense back into the game. The refs, I kind of feel like, are figuring it out as they're reffing, because you'll see like an inconsistency. There'll be a first quarter they play no calls on both sides. You don't see shit. Second quarter, everything's getting called, but like now we're getting picky because they're calling everything, but they're missing that. Third quarter, they're back to physical play. Fourth quarter, they're calling everything. Like, if that's what they're going for, like maybe we'll start to see that trend, but it's truly just inconsistent coaching. I feel like the NBA refs, all of them, I think they're lost. I don't think they're trying to figure out how the game should be called, And like JB said in that interview, there should be more air. It should be more public what the refs have to go to, because refs do get fined. Refs do have meetings. Like, it should be more public. It's the same way team information is. I think ref information also should be.
Teddy Hassapis, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, from YouTube. You're always a good little visitor in here. Says, unless Brunson could go for 46 games a series, we aren't making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Listen, Brunson's going to have to perform regardless. I think Brunson's going to do whatever he has to do to win a basketball game. If it's 25-6-3, that's what he'll do. If it's calls for 35, that's what he'll do. Jalen Brunson's in the prime of his career. You think he's going to complain about scoring 40 points? Yeah, he don't have to, but it's okay if he's got to. Help is coming, guys. This is year 2 of Jalen Brunson.
Jay said ECF is the goal in my mind. I just need to see that we can make it. I agree. I'd be cool with getting to the ECF and losing, knowing that, like, okay, a little changes to the roster, we're in it. That's a fantastic feeling, right? I think ECF exit, Ange?
Eastern Conference Finals is where I want to be. That's like the top. That would be like my championship, basically. That's where I see if we kind of overachieve. If the Knicks got to the second round, and played a really good fucking tough series and lost in 6 and the 6th game was hard, or lost in 7, I'm fucking damn happy for this team. I don't know about you, Vin, but I told you, I tell Joey this all the time. I like watching great basketball because we fucking sucked for so long. Think I'm gonna fucking cry about being in the second round in Game 7? I'm fucking stoked. I'm just ready for the next season.
Yo, Knicks will be champs 2026. Says got to resign Precious. He's the perfect backup forward. Yeah, almost as if like the Knicks organization knew what they were doing.
So, somebody's gonna throw Precious the bag. I don't know who that team is.
I'm gonna look up his contract.
Look up his contract. In the meantime, I'll just keep talking about him. So, guys, Precious, Vinny was hyped because I don't know why you were so hyped when we signed Precious. You were going crazy on social, on BKE, on Precious, but he was basically a throw-in, according to the fans, according to us. I guess Tom Thibodeau knew better than anybody else, but Precious
he's a restricted free agent. Qualifying offer 6.2 mil, which I think the Knicks will match next year.
No, there's some other types of rights there or some things. I don't know. We're not gonna. It's restricted, which means that I believe that means if somebody throws him like 15 million or something like that, we either have to match it, or if we don't,
I could see the Knicks matching that for what we got. He's going
to be more than 6 million. Somebody's going to offer him way more.
We'll see. Listen, Tibbs is loyal to the men who understand his system, and Precious has proven that he knows his system. I don't see why they don't match that.
No, it's not. It's not. It's somebody's he's a restricted free agent, which means that a team can offer him money, and if the Knicks can't match or don't match, he goes to the other team.
Well, God bless him. We made it. We made it.
Hey, listen, that's a part of the game. We made it.
Family rich, bro. God bless. We made.
I believe
that's worth it
for sure. I believe Bogdanovich is a free agent after the season too, and he's probably somebody that we're not going to keep.
Yo, cheers, Monarch.
See a lot of new faces in here. Shout out to everybody that's in here right now. Please fucking smash that like button, share our thing, subscribe, do all that. Go to bignickenergy.com. We got a sale going on, 25% off hoodies and 20% off tees right now. We actually got some shit ready for playoffs. We always got stuff in the bag. So bignickenergy.com, 25% off hoodies right now, 20% off tees. I promise you, nobody, no disrespect to anybody, any other brand on X or Instagram, but nobody's got merch like us, respectfully. Q Swan, Eastern Conference Finals is a legit position for the Knicks to be in, but I wouldn't mind the finals run either. I kind of compare this team to the Trae Young Hawks year during that COVID year when they got into the Eastern Conference Finals. The year that basically they beat us, wiped our ass, and made Julius Randle look like a fool in his first playoff series. That year they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. That was like a run. Looking back at that, I can't even believe Trae Young made it to the Eastern Conference Finals because the team they have now legit stinks. Q Squan, I'm ready to spend my money. Yeah, man. Listen, there's some good sales there. Check us out.
Is all ball Fabian new? What's up? I haven't seen you.
Yeah, a lot of new heads in here.
Thanks for coming by. And I want you to try to pronounce that still, Teddy. Go ahead. Try to pronounce that.
Hasapapis.
Yeah. Sorry, Teddy, man. This is what you get over here.
Sorry, man. Listen, I should have stayed in school.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe. We'll look into it. All right.
Rosario, I don't know if that's Rosario Di Lorenzo. I think that's Rosario Di Lorenzo from my neighborhood. What's up? What's up, Rosario? How are you? Yeah, my bad. What's up, boys? What do we think the chance of Julius coming back before the playoffs? Yeah, we just spoke about this prior. And if I was in another state of mind, I'd tell you guys otherwise, but unfortunately we can't. But we don't really know. We don't really know what the deal is with Randall, but what we do know is that he's working out every game before the games. And the Knicks are not upgrading him or announcing him as anything but day-to-day kind of. I don't even know what they're announcing Julius Randle as on the injury report now. Is it out? Is it just out shoulder injury? I don't even know what it is. At this point, it's just pissing me off. I don't give a fuck if he comes back or if he doesn't come back. Just fucking let me know. Where are we at here? All Bull Fabian Perspective TV from YouTube. Let OG and Mitch come back with rest. Get ready for June out west. Oh, so you're talking about NBA Finals run. The Knicks are going to have a tough road if they were to get into the playoffs. And I'm sorry, if they're going into the playoffs and just expecting to rest OG and Mitch until then, they're not going to make a run. These guys have to fucking play ball before they get on the court, before the playoffs happen. If anybody knows anything about sports, there's nothing that compares to like playing in a fucking game. Practice is different from real game action. You're getting hit constantly. The movement's different. Your wind is different. The arena, the fucking air is different. Everything about playing in a game is different from practice. So from me personally, I need Mitch and OG back as soon as possible. Obviously, Mitch is back tonight. OG, we haven't heard much about, but I mean, according to even a few days ago, they said Mitch was way ahead of everybody else. So it seems to me like OG, they're really, really erring on the side of caution with that elbow.
Good looks, Fabian. We appreciate it. That's why we do it. We're doing it for y'all, man. For real. Is this guy trying to say restricted area?
No, it's not about gambling. I don't even know what that is. Is that rebounds? I don't even know. Rebounds, assists, 18.5. If that's what you're saying, please let us know. I'm not a gambling guy.
We're not gambler. That's a Joe question if that's gambling, brother.
Also, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Josh Hart is going to consistently get any triple doubles anymore with Mitch back, Elton Mandelbaum from YouTube. Haven't seen you in here either. Shout out for coming through, man. Thoughts on Josh Hart? Oh, this is the same fucking question, bro. Am I okay?
Oh.
Rebounds, assists. Yep.
I don't. Yeah, like Ann said, I don't. We'll see. Well, I mean, as long as Julius is still out, it's possible. I just don't think he needs to get those rebounds as much as we needed him. So, because we do have those two dominant center forces back, I don't think we'll be seeing much of.
I wonder what kind of minutes restriction Mitch is going to be on tonight. I wonder if they're going to give him like 15 or 20 minutes, or I wonder when he's going to come off the bench. Who's the first guy off the bench right now?
Is it McBride?
Yeah, McBride's starting right now. Bogey's on the bench. Burks is on the bench. It's probably Burks, to be honest with you right now. But as of a couple of weeks ago, guys, Hartenstein was basically limping around.
Was it? Burks is starting. What are you?
No, Burks is like
McBride
is starting right now. McBride's starting.
Isn't it? Hold on.
Brunson.
It's Brunson,
McBride. Oh, no. Yeah. Brunson, McBride, DiVincenzo, Hart, and Hartenstein. That's what he's starting right now. He's going small.
You don't think there's a change? You don't. Someone's getting pulled out of that.
Not today. Not anytime soon. That's the lineup he's been running with.
I don't know. With Mitch healthy, that might change, man. Like they might put Precious in the Julius spot now.
The reason why that wasn't working was because there wasn't enough space on the floor. So the guy got in Precious would just be another extra guy in the paint, and Jalen Brunson couldn't get any action inside the 3-point line. So that's why they kind of went small, and it's worked. And I forgot what game they did that. What game was that? It was the Nets game. It was the Warriors game where they started McBride. And ever since then, it's been basically the Deuce McBride show. I don't even know if you want to. Vin, honestly, I haven't actually heard anything about I haven't heard you speaking about Deuce McBride at all. Can you talk to me about just his gameplay in general from just this season?
I mean, what is there to say that hasn't been said, right? I can't add anything to the conversation. What's my opinion worth? We got rid of the right guys and kept the right. We kept the right guy, out of the kids.
Yeah.
He kept
Yeah.
it right, you know?
Yep.
What else can I add to that? He's scoring the way NBA players should fucking score, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just the best part that you just said is like they kept the right guy. Like it almost seems like they had a better understanding than what we obviously know. That Deuce McBride was more than capable of filling in the production of Emmanuel quickly.
All ball Fabian, we do have 30 people in here. We have 346 people in here. Shout out to everybody on Instagram and Twitter. Everyone on Twitter, if you can make your
On
way
YouTube
over to
as well.
Instagram or your way over, if everyone from Instagram and Twitter, if you can make your way over to YouTube and possibly throw us a subscription, that would
Smash the like button.
Helps us so much.
Please.
More than you guys can understand. It's a free way to support.
Please. We got Joey coming in here.
Yeah, huh? Joey's here, but not here.
Okay. Mike Rodriguez. We're only going to stay on for like another 20 minutes. I got an hour here tops. Mike Rodriguez from YouTube. Is Burks going to be back? He was out with a shoulder last game. I'm not sure about Burks. I'm not sure about Burks. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping just Burke these last 11 games just kind of gets into a better flow of the game, because since he's been joined the Knicks, it's been a tough adjustment. And I get it. I get the whole, it's not easy to just come and get traded to a team that's just basically been the same team for a while. And now Burks is being thrown into the fire kind of, and it's the Tibbs. He's one of Tibbs' favorites. So it's been a tough adjustment for him. But Burks over the next 11 games, hopefully he could get back on the right side of good basketball, because Thibodeau trusts him, and playoff time, Thibodeau's going to play him. And I will not be surprised if Thibodeau plays Burks at times more minutes than Deuce McBride. Playoff basketball is different, guys. We've seen just from our players over the past few years, whether it's Julius, quickly RJ, when it came playoff time, RJ had a great playoffs last year, especially against Cleveland, but we've seen them falter at certain times. So just playoffs in general is just a totally different game. And Thibodeau just goes with the guys that he trusts. Let's get back to some of these comments. We got 362 people in here. That's a whole fucking lot of people. So shout out to everybody for fucking stopping by to the BKE live stream. Fucking like, share, subscribe us. We do this for y'all. We love doing this. I love talking Knicks with anybody, whether it's fucking somebody walking down the street or all you guys in here. Thank you to everybody for joining us. Knicks will be 26 NBA champ. If OG comes back healthy for the playoffs, I like our chances against Milwaukee or Boston. Yeah, that's the best part about OG. If you go up against Boston, that he's basically I don't want to say he's canceling out Tatum, but he's going to contain him as good as he can. And then you got to just find a way to contain one of the other two guys, Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis. I'll tell you what, guys. I was happy for Porzingis when he got traded to the Celtics, because I wanted him to be appreciated as a really good basketball player that I know he is. But fuck, they are really fucking good this season, and I would not be surprised if they just run through the playoffs legit and just win the finals like 4-1. They are clicking on every cylinder that you could imagine. So you play Milwaukee, OG is probably going to guard Giannis, and obviously there's no containing him. But you do the best you can, and OG is going to give max effort. Worldwide L, salute. Yeah, a lot of new faces in here. Awesome. Alexander Hartman from YouTube. It feels like we may have to choose between Bogey and Burks depending on Bogey's contract. Who would you rather have off the bench? Well, my honest opinion, neither of them. I think they're replaceable. I think I hate to say this, guys, but even Precious is replaceable. Because money comes into play, value comes into play, and sometimes you just got to move on to other things. And these guys might get a bag elsewhere. There's some desperate teams out there, and the Knicks aren't that desperate because they're going to have a lot of players that want to come play for them. Jen, can you move that Louis Vuitton bag?
So Mike, I'm right there with you. I hope so. Bogey needs to get into rhythm so we can stop turning that ball over. Bogey getting into rhythm will be so important to us, man. If Bogey starts playing consistent the way he was playing in Detroit, man, imagine the potential of just Bogey balling like he was balling in Detroit on the Knicks off the bench. Like, you have to think that was what they thought they were getting, right?
What'd you say, Vin? You broke up that last second.
You had to think that's what the Knicks thought they were getting, right? That Bogey.
I listen. I think they were trying to get Bogey and Burks to just fill in the time that they knew that OG and Randall were going to be out, and that obviously didn't really. Obviously, we've been playing well, we've been winning big games, but I don't think they contributed as much as they thought they were going to. There's still 11 games left.
Listen, this guy put up enough points in Detroit to still have a 16-point per game average on the year.
Yeah, okay. Well, it was a 20-point per game scorer.
Like, he's still like, we need you to give us a consistent 15 every game off the bench.
Listen, I said it before. Bogey's going to win us one game in the playoffs. Promise you. Beard's Eye from Twitter. There's absolutely no reason to play Burks more than Deuce in the playoffs. Yeah, I agree. I think if Burks just strings along just a few good games during these last 11 games, that's just going to be even more of a reason for Tibbs to play him in the playoffs. We'll see. Listen, Tibbs has made for all the things that we say about Tibbs and how he doesn't adjust, he's done a whole lot of adjusting with this team and this roster, even since last season. So it wouldn't surprise me if Burks plays more than Deuce in the playoffs in certain games. I think overall Deuce plays more, but it wouldn't surprise me if Deuce plays more than Burks. You know, I think Thibodeau adjusts well. So it's just basically who the fuck knows?
Eugenio, say that shit louder so your coworkers hear you, bro.
Hell yeah. Iceman Sham, do you guys think it's just Bogey have a hard time adjusting to his role, or is he just playing bad? I think the adjustment to the role of now he's taking a back seat and not being the primary scorer every game is definitely an adjustment for him. And I also think it's a little bit of playing bad. I mean, they go hand in hand. But coming to a team that you're expected to perform a certain way and you're expected to perform in practice a certain way, and just the level of intensity that this team has every single day, that's an adjustment. You're going from the worst team in the NBA to the 7th or 8th best team in the NBA. You went from playing in, I don't even know the name of Detroit Pistons Arena, but yeah, the Detroit Pistons Arena, to going to play in Madison Square Garden. There's a lot of fucking differences between the two. So listen, few games left. Eugenio from YouTube, Bogey just won't get enough minutes to get in that rhythm. Burks is trash. Said it when they got him. I don't really have much to say more about these Bogey and Burks guys. Listen, they're on the Knicks. I wish they fucking shoot the lights out every single game. I don't even know who at this point I was more hyped for, Bogey or Burks. I honestly was super hyped for Burks. Burks was a bucket when he was on the Knicks, but right before he left, he was thrown into a role that is not his primary role. He's a microwave scorer off the bench. He doesn't need to initiate offense. God damn, Cam Slam says from YouTube, God damn, it's good to be a Knicks fan. Yeah, man. Today's it's just like one of those days you just want to mark off the calendar, you know, considering all the injuries that we've had throughout this season, all the adversity we've gone throughout this season. Today's just one day we could just like maybe a little woosah. Everybody, if anybody wants to woosah with me, just give me a little woosah.
Yo, shout out 400 people in 400 people in the chat right now.
Woosah, guys.
Listen, if you guys could come on over to YouTube and subscribe, it's like means so much to us.
Please.
Trying to climb this ladder. It's a free way to support. Also, don't forget, we have a merch shop, Big Nick Energy. We got discounts that are all listed on the website. You go check that out. Coming out with some new merch soon. Some of these things will be taken off the website, so get them before they're gone. With that being said, I think we can wrap this up, Ange.
Yeah. Listen, we just wanted to come in here and just show our excitement for Mitch being back. Let's go get a fucking win tonight, boys. Come on.
Listen, wait, hold on. Joey's thinking about, before you guys leave, Joey's thinking about coming in. So you think you could hang out in here till Joey comes on, and he's going to do an open panel? And some of you guys, all 400 of you, we're going to open up the panel when Joey gets here, and you guys can come in and chat with him.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes.
How does that sound? All right.
I got 10 minutes, so I
Pick
can
up some of these comments, and I'll talk to Joe.
I got 10 minutes exactly, and then he got to take it by himself. Iceman Shan from YouTube. I'm not sure about our chance against Boston, but against the Bucks, I honestly think we beat them. I don't know, for some reason, Damian Lillard just scares me in the playoffs. Damian Lillard with Giannis in the playoffs just scares me. This is like his first time in a while to kind of shine and to be on the stage where he just kind of belongs. Milwaukee and Boston both scare me. I would be more comfortable against Milwaukee with Randall and OG in the lineup, because then we got a lot of size. I want Randall to come back, guys. I want Randall to come back. Alexander Hartman from YouTube. Love from Pittsburgh, y'all. Thanks for answering my question. Thank you for stopping by, Alexander. Pittsburgh. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, only because my dad's one. So, yeah, I wish you guys the best for Russell Wilson. And then they took your guy, Justin Fields, right? Oh, no. Justin Fields is Bears. Right. I think it was Jalen. I thought it was
Listen, here, how about this? If Mitchell Robinson gets over 10 rebounds tonight, everybody who subscribes on YouTube right now will be able to see what time you subscribed. You have a chance to win $30 from Big Nick Energy. We'll send it right to you. We'll let you know when we go live next who did it. Mitchell Robinson gets over 10 points tonight, and you guys subscribe to Big Nick Energy. One of you guys will receive $30. Angelo Venmo to you.
Sure. Why not? I'm in a good spirit today. When I'm in the good spirits, I'm willing to just throw around money. Sure.
Damn, we went low. We could have said 100. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, you could have.
But
you could have, but that's about as far as you could go now. That's about it. Eugenio Frey. Let's see if Boston even makes it. Everybody's worried about Boston, but Miami took them out. Yeah, Miami's just another scary team. And I'm tired of fucking playing against Miami, because every time we play against Miami, somebody gets fucking hurt. So I'm done with Miami. Bam Adebayo pisses me off. Jaime Vasquez pisses me off. Eric Spoelstra's face pisses me off. I'm done with anybody from Miami. They could all go, don't want to say it. Matthew Berry, just subscribe. Vin, look, you're pulling them in, pal. You just
come on in, guys.
Taking the money out of my pocket, huh?
If we get 10 subscribers in the next 10 minutes, we'll raise it to 50. How's that sound? Raise it to 50. 10 subscribers. If it goes over 10 subscribers in the next
Harlem
10 minutes,
World from Twitter says Knicks and Rangers are winning it all this year. I fucking hope so, bro, because I will be at that fucking parade. Listen, oh my God, I am fucking, oh man, I hope there's a fucking Knicks champion. Nick, Vin, you're going to be there, right?
I'm going to sleep in the street that.
We're going to get so fucking wasted, bro.
The championship, I'm putting a tent in front of the garden, and I'm not leaving for a month. We're partying every day. Harlem World, how do you subscribe? If you go to our bio, you click Linktree, go to our YouTube. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that would be some fucking parade, boy.
And
I actually tell this one guy that
how many people go to jail the day of the parade if the Knicks win?
Nobody.
Nobody goes to jail?
Nobody. Bro, there's going to be cars on fire. We're going to outnumber the cops like fucking 100-1, bro. What are the cops going to do?
Yo, chat, if anybody's not from New York, are you flying in for this?
Yes.
Gotta know.
There's going to be people on PJs just flying from LA, flying from San Francisco. Just take a private jet right to the Garden, bro. I am going to listen. The second that game ends and I see the Jalen Brunson interview, that post-game interview, I'm getting in my fucking car and I'm taking the ticket for the night. I don't care. I'm parking the closest to the Garden as I can. And I'm taking that ticket. Willingly, happily paying that fucking ticket.
Yep.
And if anybody else gets a ticket, I might pay this too. Right there.
No, listen, hopefully the bus is up and running by then. We're taking a fucking fleet of us down there.
Oh my God.
Yo, you heard, look, Harlem World said the Garden will have to be rebuilt if we win.
Yo, it'd be like the Garden would be like what would happen. The Godzilla movie. Remember when the Garden looked like during the Godzilla movie? It'd just be a fucking disaster, bro. Let's go Knicks when we win it all. I'm gonna cry for a week. Yo, you want to know something, Vin? You want to know something? I kid you not. I think about this like I think about this like it comes across my brain like once a month. I'll just be in my store, just thinking about the Knicks. It's probably the early morning, and I have a bad feeling when the Knicks do win the championship. I'm gonna be like, is this it? Like, is this what I'm supposed to feel? Like, I pray I don't have that feeling.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, as an Eagles fan, y'all don't crucify me. As an Eagles fan, watching that team win a championship was just like, what can I compare it to? It's like, what can I compare it to? It was like as happy as I was watching my daughter get born.
Wow.
It was like a few notches under that. It's very close.
Listen, I seen my friend. Yo, you know who cried when they won a championship? Like Nicky Bugger when the Eagles won. I cried
when the Eagles won a championship.
Really?
I cried.
So yeah, I'm a very emotional person. So I hope crying is so healthy for you, also, guys. Just cry. I promise you'll feel better after. But yeah, if the Knicks win a championship,
let's do a group cry right now.
If the Knicks win a championship, I hope that I cry, and I hope I don't feel what I think I can feel if the Knicks do win a championship, and that's nothing, because I'm expecting to feel a certain kind of way, bro. Knicks always run the city. Every other team is JV. Tell them, Eric. Tell them, because that's the fucking damn truth.
Got to remind you guys, if you guys subscribe, the next time we go live, we're going to give one of you $30. So subscribe. Let us know you subscribed in the chat. We'll also
guys, if you haven't been on our lives recently, we did do giveaways on our live. So if you subscribe now and you turn notifications on for our YouTube, and if you follow us on all our socials, you'll see there is times where we do giveaways during these lives. And we just gave there is one person in here. Actually, both of the people were in here that we did give out the giveaways. Eugenio Frey, he got a BKE huge flag, 24x36, gigantic flag. And Mike Rodriguez, I believe, got a BKE hoodie, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you throw us super chats. The Knicks head hoodie. You throw us super chats, we just give back to the people. That's what we're all about. So as much as we receive from you guys, we're one of the only brands every week giving back to the community.
Yeah, and shout out, we did do the Funko Pop giveaway. We did not announce the winner yet because the Funko Pop gets delivered in 2 months. You'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know.
Yeah, I'm giving that away. I mean, I can't wait. I mean, obviously it went crazy on our IG. So we're just waiting for the product to come in, guys, and then we'll choose a winner from there. Here we go. Eugenio, first time I saw my props cry was when Rangers won in 1994. Think I will have the same reaction if the Knicks win. I'm talking about gasping for air and everything. Eugenio, I'd like to just freaking talk to you off air just about how your dad felt.
Eugenio,
I want to know. I want to know.
It sounds like your dad had a panic attack. You're probably contemplating if he was hallucinating or not, bro.
Well, I'm happy that your dad was able to feel that feeling, because damn, that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, guys, Mitch is back. Where the fuck is Joey? Because I got to get off like right now. If not, I'm just off. This stream's gonna end. So
yeah, I think. Listen, guys, all 437 of you, fucking dope that you're in here. You guys don't even get it. It means so much to us. We started from ground zero. Now we're, even this, hopefully it even gets bigger. Work job's not done. But listen. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Hold on. Thank you, Melissa. We're gonna hop off. I think Joey's coming back in like 10 minutes.
Hold on. Could we give 5 minutes to talk about the backstory of BK? Because I feel like we got a lot of people.
I don't know if anybody gives a shit.
I give a shit. So I'm going to give for everybody that's in here right now. I don't know if you've been following us for years or not, but me and Vinny, I'm going to give you guys the backstory. Hopefully somebody clips this and sends this to me.
Listen, Harlem World, go to YouTube and type in Big Nick Energy. You'll find us, my man.
So back in 2012, guys, I was just this bored little Knicks fan that just wanted to just talk Knicks, just wanted to speak to people and have one person listen. I started a blog. I don't really remember what it's called. I just also remember going to the garden and dropping like 1,000 business cards all over the garden. Oh, it was called the knickzone.com. I was writing a blog for about a year. And then after that year came, Harlem World, I give a shit. Yeah, shout out to you for giving a shit. After that year came, I was on what was called Justin.tv. I started a Knicks radio show. It was just called Knicks Zone Radio Show. And the one person that was in there besides my family was my partner right now that's in this stream with us. And that was in 2013, 2012. And we hit it off. And we rebranded to Bring It to NY. And all we did was just sell merch on Instagram. And about 4 years ago or 3 years ago, we really made our home base, Twitter, which is currently now X, rebranded to Big Nick Energy. And yeah, it's just been a fucking whirlwind of 3 years and 4 years. And this has been the most fun experience, learning on the fly of how to just make people happy with Knicks videos and Knicks content and what could we do to get better. And like now we're at the point where like things started happening for us that we never thought would happen because we just put in the work and it was just honest work. And
do I sound more clear?
Yeah, why?
I put a mic in, but listen, can I admit something to you that I've never told you?
Sure.
I've never watched your show when we were kids. Not one of them. Or listened to your radio.
Thanks.
Not one, buddy. My bad.
Thanks, man. But here we are, Big Nick Energy, biggest in what we do, kind of. Well, we want to be the biggest. But for everybody that's in here and everybody that's been following us over the course of these 3-4 years, we just want to thank you. We do this for everybody. As long as you guys keep supporting us, we're just going to be here just giving back to you guys. This is what we love to do. We wake up, we think Knicks. We wake up, we think, how can we make Knicks fans happy? So this is what we're here for. First time I heard you guys, when I heard the Sixers content creator boohoo about you trolling him after the Knicks roasted the Sixers in Philly with Embiid.
That's good old Joey. That's when Joey had a podcast beef.
Yeah, internet podcast politics. Very silly. Melissa Jesus is the loyalty man. I don't know what that means. But yeah, if that means anything about us being loyal to each other, yeah, that's what we are. But yeah,
did you know Frankie's a damn liar?
Who's Frankie?
My brother.
Oh, Frankie lied to you. Yeah, we met on the internet and see each other once a year at a beach. That's about it. But we talk every day.
Yes, we see each other once a year shirtless.
Yes, and we both wear tube socks.
I don't.
But yeah.
All right.
That's the end of this stream, guys.
Listen, everybody. Joey's going to be back. So turn those notifications on. Joey's going to do an open panel. So some of you guys can come up here and break his balls. And please feel free to break his balls. That's what he's here for. He loves it. All right. Signing off. Make sure everybody checks out the merch store. That would be great. You don't got to buy anything. Just look at it. Tell your friends. Subscribe. We'll let you know who wins that $30 from Angelo's hardworking job on the next stream.
Take care, guys.